My name is Bill Jones, and I'm a little nervous.
Bill, there's nothing to worry about. This is just a quick little interview. We're sure it's just a formality at this point.
Oh, I'm very excited to be working here.
Great. Just, again, like we said, it's a formality, but there are a few questions we have. First, we do want to address some of concerns we have from your previous job.
Yeah, I wore some really crazy stuff.
That too. Okay. Have your interpersonal relationships improved any since this incident?
Yes, I'm allowed to talk to people again, and I'm allowed to go on dates, if you're asking.
Well, I'll take that into consideration. Thank you.
Bill, we love your enthusiasm.
I'm really excited to be here.
How do you think your enthusiasm is going to help you with this job?
Well, I'm a go-getter. I'm here early every morning, and I will be here to do everything that you're asking me 140%.
Okay.
Speaking of going to get her, did you have to wait until the cops found her, or did you finally decide to just let up? I'm just curious.
Well, after the third day, I got tired of feeding her, honestly. So I just went ahead and released her.
Okay. Now, Dean, you were looking at Bill's resume a second ago. Did it say anything about what his special qualifications were?
Yeah, here it says you, really enjoy different types of tape. Is that true?
Yeah. I like the red scotch, and to drink too. And when I do that, sometimes I like to get duct tape, and I like to put it around people and put them in my trunk. But I feed them for the first 2 days, and then I get tired of it.
You think that's funny?
Well, she thought it was funny.
So you only fed her for 2 of the days that she was in there?
Well, my secretary was kind of fat.
So you put duct tape around her, and did you make her listen to some of your CDs as well?
Oh, she listened to all my tapes and CDs.
I like your honesty and the fact that you cut right to the chase. So I think we're going to move into the second part of the interview then. How do you feel about heights?
Oh, well, as it says on my resume, I used to install billboards for a living. So I'm pretty good about climbing, and I'd have to say I barely even use the rope.
All right.
This job will require quite a bit of communication. Are you familiar with communications?
Yeah. I've used walkie-talkies all my life, mainly from Boy Scout camp onwards. I've also used the push-to-talk next down in the house, and I've also, as you know, on my resume, I've become an expert yodeler, just in case I need to talk to someone that is more than 1.2 miles away.
Can we hear that just a little bit?
Can I have hot tea first, please?
Absolutely. Great.
Bill, that's excellent. That is absolutely
That was good yodeling.
That is impressive.
That's
I like the yodeling.
excellent. Wonderful, beautiful voice. Just looking at your references, the reference you were from your job back in 1996 says you pay a lot of attention to detail. How will that help you in this new job that you're trying to get with us?
Well, I always promise not to miss any spots. If something needs to be washed, I'm the one that's gonna hit everything, and I'm not just gonna let the wind dry it either. I'm gonna get up there with a chamois, and I'm gonna get right up on that building, or whatever it happens to be that I need to be cleaning at the time.
Okay.
Okay.
Bill, have you had any experience with any tools?
Well, I do know your brother.
Wow, he does know your brother.
Okay.
You think that's funny?
Well, he is a total tool.
I thought it was funny.
Well, I think what Dean's wanting to know is, as well as all of us, and then if we introduce new tools to you, will you be willing to learn how to use them?
Bill, I mean, I'm not a Cro-Magnon man. I know how to use tools. If you give me a power screwdriver, I can tell the difference between that and a socket set. I mean, I'm not dumb.
Well, that's good to know. That's good to know.
Bill,
Yes.
what's the maximum weight and what's the maximum height you've been?
Well, the maximum weight I've been is probably about Oprah. And the maximum height would be, you know the Canadian Tower in Toronto? It's 1.4 meters high. Down.
Do you watch a lot of Oprah?
I do. I enjoy the Dr. Phil kind of thing.
Dr. Phil's got his own show now.
Oh, Dr. Phil has his own show.
Yes, sir.
So, you've spent time, you know, with... Never mind. I'm sorry, that just isn't relevant at this point. But your communications experience, very important. We're very excited about that. It's good to know that you don't have a problem with heights.
You'll
How about-
notice on there that I've actually installed cable wires before on utility poles.
You have.
Yes.
That will be very, very good for this. Can you hear me now?
Oh yeah, I can hear you perfectly.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Because that's something that sometimes this job will require you
Oh yeah,
to.
yeah. I'm totally
say.
willing to test out the wires, you know, in case you ever need me to find out if the telephone wires are working. I could do that.
Okay. So well, you see, we're kind of moving beyond the wires here.
We're trying to make sure that you get a good signal here, Bill.
Okay.
Okay, we're trying to send out a good signal.
So do you need me? Not. I mean, I know what I'm here for, obviously, but would you require me to maybe work on the satellites, the cell towers?
Congratulations, you got the job.